Iran destroyed the most powerful U.S. radar in the Middle East after it was targeted by a drone. This radar was worth $1.1 billion. So with a drone that cost, what, a few $1,000s to make for the Iranians, they took out a $1.1 billion U.S. drone. Oh, here's another U.S. soldier at the U.S. Navy 5th Fleet Command in Bahrain.
Bro. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. Oh. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. Oh, my God. Oh, dude, fuck me. A fucking missile actually got through. Oh, there's more. I gotta get the fuck out of here.
14 U.S. military bases across the region were hit by Iranian strikes. So much for all those air defense systems that they placed in the region, right? I guess it didn't work too well. Right now, Israel's getting hit. Shrapnel just fell on the Dubai airport. And we actually have several airports which seem to have either been hit or shrapnel fell on. But it's not just bases. We are going to get into exactly what's going on here, okay? So in the early hours of the day, we saw that Al-Adad Air Base in Qatar was hit, Al-Salam Base in Kuwait, Al-Dhafra in the UAE, 5th Fleet Navy Base in Bahrain got probably hit the hardest. They got really hit hard. And the Mukafak Al-Silti Air Base in Jordan was hit, which is the furthest away and where the majority of U.S. Air Force assets are located, okay? They put them there for safekeeping, but I guess they weren't all that safe. So those were what we saw in the early morning hours, and it did not get better from that point onward. I think we can summarize the events of this morning, starting this war, by IRGC General Jabari, who said the American empire has shown its retardation on the world stage. Very true, okay? So some of the biggest strikes we saw today were on Bahrain, U.S. bases. We have the U.S. Navy 5th Fleet Command and Control, which is in Bahrain. It has been reported that there are U.S. casualties as a result of the strike on Bahrain. Of course, we will not get that information from the U.S. media or the U.S. State Department for probably several months. But, and I say this with heaviness in my heart. These troops are being brainwashed and then stationed there and used to fight a war and sacrifice their lives for Netanyahu, for Greater Israel, for Labubu, and Dubai chocolate. That's what they're fighting for right now. And that's what they are in all likelihood being KIA'd for, okay, or suffering casualties for. So we saw U.S. service members captured. This video was actually it was symbolic of the state of the region as a whole today, okay? You have U.S. service members capturing the moment a Patriot air defense system failed to intercept an Iranian missile over the Al-Adad Air Base in Qatar. So you can see they fired, in this video, they fired 2 or 3 different air defense missiles up. AD systems were very active. And the U.S. soldiers were saying, hit, hit, hit. It didn't hit. There it is. Come on, it's going to hit. Come on. Come on. There goes another one. Air defense. It's got it. Oh, no. We don't take sides. We're just reporting. Very clear, YouTube. We are not taking sides. We're just reporting. So this is what it looked like in Bahrain. That was the U.S. Navy 5th Command fleet, and it was burning for many hours today. You saw the massive smoke plumes all throughout the day. It was not a pretty picture. But again, if you follow CNN, they'll tell you that everything is fine, no casualties, everything is fine. Don't ask any questions, right? Bahraini citizen laughs as building struck by Iranian missiles near U.S. 5th Fleet headquarters. An area reported to house U.S. officers goes up in flames. Bro, why is he laughing? Why is he? This is actually so bad. Why is he laughing? This actually angers me. You guys, this is really angering me. I don't know why he's laughing. An Iranian Shahed scored a direct strike against U.S. naval base in Bahrain. So, yeah, you know, it's probably just like $500 million radar there. You know. Oh, here's another U.S. soldier. This sailorman was recording the air defense systems working very well at the U.S. Navy 5th Fleet Command in Bahrain.
Bro. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. Oh. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. Oh, my God. Oh, dude, fuck me. A fucking missile actually got through. Oh, there's more. I gotta get the fuck out of here.
At that moment, he realized, he's like, wow, I'm 18 years old and I might die for Netanyahu. Things are beginning to set in. Iranian Shahed 136 drone struck the Grand Air Hotel, which frequently hosts senior U.S. military officers. This is not just random people on Twitter saying this. That's the same building in where is this? Is it Bahrain? I think it's in Bahrain. This is not just random people saying this. Even, what was it, Reuters or CNN or something? They came out and they said as much. Yeah, the motivation behind Iranian attacks on Gulf hotels may be the presence of American and Israeli military leaders in specific locations. You don't say. You don't say. Go figure. Yeah. Who would have thought? Turns out Iran is not like Israel. They don't just like bomb civilians with wanton disregard. They don't bomb all girls elementary schools in the middle of the day as girls are showing up for school. Now, Iran also launched a Shahed 136 drone at a Mossad HQ next to Burj Khalifa. Thank you, Carlos, for the super chat. Appreciate it. Iran hit several key American targets in Dubai, reportedly some Trump-associated assets. This was the biggest item of the day that was struck. Iran destroyed the most powerful U.S. radar in the Middle East after it was targeted by a drone. This radar was worth $1.1 billion. So with the drone that cost, what, a few $1,000s to make for the Iranians, they took out a $1.1 billion U.S. drone. This drone was an early warning radar. Sorry, this radar was an early warning radar, which means it had a very long range distance to detect any sort of missiles or drones or any threats all the way into like Africa, like the South Africa almost. That's how far this thing worked. It's actually incredible piece of technology / it was an incredible piece of technology, very expensive. People are saying $1.6 billion, actually. Well, you know, $3,000 drone, $1.6 billion radar system, you know, who are we to, compare, right? Who are we to compare and contrast, right? Penthouse of the St. Regis in Dubai was up in smoke. Now, Jordan also got hit hard today. The Mukafka, I can never pronounce that airbase. The Muwafaq, I'm just going to say Muwafaq. That sounds cooler. Muwafaq Air Base was hit not too hard. A lot of stuff was intercepted. I'm not sure what this location was. It was probably the air base, but I'm not sure about that. And then this is where things got really serious. We saw drone strikes against U.S. air defenses at the Jebel Ali port in the UAE. We saw an Iranian drone hit the Kuwait airport. We saw Iran targeting U.S. CENTCOM. And Iran's Qatam al-Anbiya said the powerful operations of Iran's armed forces will continue with even greater force. Okay? The Iranian General Sardar Jabari said, Trump should know that today we fired old stockpile missiles. Soon, we will unveil weapons you have never seen before. And just a few minutes ago, we saw that Dubai airport, the largest airport in the world, an airport I've been to many times, was initial reports claimed it was hit by an Iranian drone, but actually they are saying likely to have been shrapnel from an interception. So things are getting very serious. This is not a Maduro in and out operation. This is not a 12-day war. This is something very serious, something that pretty much everyone on the face of the earth warned the U.S. about and said, like, hey, don't do this. You're kind of getting yourself into something you don't understand here. The Iranians are people who stand on business. They are people who will not allow their honor to be challenged. And they will not walk away without a fight. That's for sure. This is, if there was anyone in Iran, people who have a lot of money trapped in the U.S., maybe these like pro-Western oligarchs who viewed the 12-day war as an annoyance, something that should just be like ended in peace and whatever. And hopefully they're one step closer to getting their seized money back. The opinions of those people are as good as toilet paper right now as far as the Iranian government and the IRGC is confirmed, because this is a limitless, no restraints whatsoever sort of response that we are witnessing. And the U.S. asked for it. Israel asked for it. They started it. I guess the question now becomes, do they have enough air defenses? How long are those air defenses going to last? In my eyes, my perspective, I don't think they'll last. Before you leave, I want to say thank you for the support, because after 2 years of being banned, we are finally back home on YouTube. So be sure to subscribe to our channel and also join as a member on our channel using the link at the top of the description. I rely on the generous support of viewers like yourself to get the truth out to as many people as possible. You can also support the show on Locals or Give Sin Go. The mainstream media and the powers that be are never going to stop attacking us for bringing the truth to as many people as we do. Thank you so much for your support.